Hey, what is up, PP gang? It is Agram back with another video for you today. So, due to some unfortunate circumstances called the American justice system, it is apparently against the law for me to commit suicide in order to fulfill a giveaway. So we're gonna do another giveaway. I'll give away a free like. If you like my video, I'll like your video back. Just comment below that you liked my video and I will like your video back. I don't know, it's as simple as that. Anyways, we're going to be doing some entitled parents today, which is awesome because they're some of my favorite subreddits to read. Alright, let's kick this thing off.
Kill my dog now.
Okay, so since people liked the last story I posted from the animal shelter, I figured I'd post more. We deal with a lot of terrible effing people, so I've got access to a never-ending supply of stories from entitled shitheads. This one was a real winner as well. Now see, we are a county-run animal shelter, and what a lot of people don't seem to get is that an animal shelter is not a free vet clinic. We are not licensed to do any medical treatment on animals that do not belong to the county. In fact, our on-staff vet could lose their license if they did give medical treatment or even advice towards an animal not considered property of the county. Because of this, we get a lot of tantrum throwing from people who assume we are a free vet clinic. Now, in walks entitled mom, EM, along with her entitled brat, EB. She storms into the front office dragging a kid looking to be no older than 10 in one arm and yanking a leash attached to what looks like a Jack Russell Terrier who looks terrified. She lets go of the kid and gives the dog's leash to the kid to hold, remember this, before storming up to the counter. Me, what can I do for you? EM.
Yeah, I need my dog put to sleep and I'm in a hurry.
What? We don't do that here. You need to take your dog to your vet.
You're a kill shelter, right? Just effing do it. I don't have time for this.
Why the hell are you trying to euthanize your dog?
It's old. Do I have to spell it out for you?
Just because it's old does not mean it needs to be euthanized.
It's aggressive and attacked my kid. There, are you freaking happy?
You mean the kid you have holding the dog's leash right now? She looks back and realizes she effed up, and I caught her in a lie and called her out on it. Now she's even more pissed.
Just effing do what I ask you to do.
No.
Excuse you?
No. Do I need to spell it out for you? We are not a vet clinic. We don't offer that service here. If your dog's so aggressive and needs to be put down, take him to your vet. We know and work with about every vet clinic in the county, and none of them will just put a perfectly healthy, non-aggressive dog to sleep. I know this. She doesn't. She is 100% up shit creek here, but she doesn't even know it.
I don't have time or money to take him to a vet. I'm a single mom and I need to get to work.
I don't give a damn what your reasons are. I'm not violating the law and risking our license because you can't manage your time or money. You want to get rid of the dog, you can surrender it to the county.
Fine, take the friggin' dog then.
No problem, I need your license. EM digs through a purse and finally manages to find it and throws it at me.
Now hurry the frick up.
And how are you paying the $20 surrender fee? Cash or credit?
I'm not paying you shit. Weren't you listening? I don't have time or money.
She literally does the clap between each word, and I can't help myself. I just laugh in her face. Your financial problems are not my concern. Yep, I did it back to her. Screw it. I know I'm being a dick here, but I don't have a filter when it comes to people treating their animals like shit. Oh, and surprise, surprise, she also manages to find a $20 bill in her wallet in her purse. Imagine that. She also throws that at me as well. Now, at this point, she's just fuming. I take my sweet-ass time processing the paperwork and putting the dog in the system so I can do its initial medical exam later. Yep, I do that too. Once everything is done, I get one of the newer staff members to take the dog from her and put it in a temporary kennel with some food and water so I can get to it later. It's during this point I overhear EB talking to EM.
Mommy, when can we get another dog? Shh, I said soon. Can we get a kitty too? Shh, only if you're good.
Oh, freaking hell no, bitch. All I can hear in my head is Gunnery Sergeant Hartman screaming, I got your name, I got your ass. Which I did. Her full name and address all right here in her driver's license she gave to me. I put her in the system, mark her do not adopt to, and proceed to screw her out of ever being able to adopt an animal in the state. After I finish and the staff take the dog, she walks back up to the counter where I toss her ID back at her. EM.
We would like to see your adoptable dogs.
Me. No.
Excuse me?
Let me spell it out for you. You walked into a government facility in charge of the care and treatment of stray and abandoned animals, demanding we kill your dog, then lied to me about the reason behind wanting the dog euthanized, then lied to me about not having money to pay the fee, then sat down and told your child you were going to get them a new dog and possibly a kitten as well. You're on a do not adopt to list now. That means you can't get anything in this state, outside of possibly a goldfish from PetSmart. Got it? Cue the meltdown. She goes into a mess of incoherent screeching of cuss words, open threats to stab me or get her husband to shoot the place up. Single mom, remember? And just melts down until I tell her she can either get the F out or I can have the sheriff down here dragging her out in front of her kid. She storms over to one of our displays that hold clipboards to fill out for various things and pulls it down. Yeah, you can clean that up before you leave.
F you. I'm not cleaning shit up.
I mean, I got your name, address, and driver's license number right here, and I can call the sheriff right now and report that you threatened to stab me and have your husband shoot the place up. By the way, you said you were a single mom earlier, so where's your husband at? Now, I know I'm an asshole, but I'm the shelter's asshole, and I love my job, and I love my animals. I also loved watching her make her kid clean up her own mess while she yelled at the kid to hurry the F up before grabbing the kid and running after they did a half-assed job of cleaning up. I did the medical exam on the dog a little later when our normal counter lady came back from her break. The dog wasn't old. At most, it was around 6 or 7 tops. Really friendly little guy too, but you had to move slow with him because he'd flinch instantly if you moved too fast. He stayed with us for a few weeks until a little old lady fell in love with him. He is now a fat couch dog, and we still get pictures sent to us by the lady. God, I hate people like this, I really do. Animals require a certain level of responsibility, and if you're not capable of that, understand and take the correct precautions. It's disgusting to think that a person would take a living creature and have it killed because it was bothersome to them. The good thing about entitled parents, though, is that these stories almost always have a happy ending. I'm very, very glad she was put on the do not adopt to list, because this lady clearly was not responsible enough to care for a living creature. In fact, she would rather put the animal up for euthanization than put it up for adoption. If you're ready to kill a living creature because it bothers you, get yourself some help, man. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? What are you doing? You know, when I read these entitled parent stories, I generally have to let the humor of the story speak for itself, because something about these stories just irk me. It forces my real human emotions to activate and properly analyze the situation. If I had to give any proper analysis of the situation, I'd have to say, this lady's freaking crazy. End of story, no debates, what's next?
You're a capable young man, so I can grab whatever I want from your shopping cart.
Details. I'm 17 and live in the UK. This happened around December of last year. It happened in Little, to be exact. Now, this is going to be a very long read, so be prepared. EM, entitled mom, EK, entitled kid. My mom asked me to go grocery shopping because she was quite busy with something, and I agreed to go, so I went to Little. I spent around 10 minutes looking for things on the shopping list. I decided to get a treat for myself because why not? And so I got some fin carré chocolate. No, this chocolate wasn't sold at the till in this location. I finally finished finding everything and made my way to the till. I was standing in line while using my phone, just minding my business until this overly loud parent with a very hyperactive kid who looked around 8 came behind me in the line. EM,
You wouldn't mind letting us go in front of you, would you?
I looked down on her cart, which seemed to be a lot more full than mine, and I decided I'm in no rush, so why not? And I replied, sure, and subtly smiled. She thanked me and went on to go in front of me. My impression of this woman seemed normal until this happened. The EK said as he was pointing to my cart,
Mom, look, it's that chocolate that you promised to buy me next time we go shopping. Oh, yes, darling, I just remembered.
I'm like totally forgetting the voices for these people. The entitled mom looked up to me and said,
May I grab the chocolate bar? The little one's been eager to get it.
Now, this chocolate is somewhat far from the tills in this location, and as I mentioned earlier, isn't sold at the tills either, so getting a new chocolate bar for myself would have been a chore. I replied, I'm sorry, I don't think I can give you the chocolate. It's quite far from the tills. Her smile quickly turned into a death stare, and she said in a loud voice,
Right, I don't care how far this chocolate is from here. No, someone like you is more than capable of getting a new bar, so stop making George cross.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. I guess she's British now. I don't know. I replied, I don't care how capable I am. I'm not going anywhere, and this chocolate is staying in the cart. Now, there was a lot going through my head at this point, but I remember how the entitled kid was reaching inside my cart trying to grab the chocolate, so I quickly grabbed it myself and held it in my hand. EK.
Bubba, the guy took the chocolate.
EM.
Right, I've had enough.
The EM reached to my hand to grab the chocolate, but I moved in time and decided to go directly to the cashier and ask him to call a manager. Now the cashier seemed to have witnessed everything, and so he informed the manager about what happened. No more than 2 minutes of me awkwardly standing, and the manager arrives. She walks up to the entitled mom and quietly asks her to leave, and the EM kept trying to incriminate me somehow until she finally paid for her groceries and left. Me, the cashier, and the manager all had a laugh about it after she left. Now that I think about it, that scene wasn't worth a chocolate bar. But oh well. This is a mix of Choosing Beggars and Entitled Parents. The only thing I have to say is, lady, that's not your chocolate, so go get one yourself. Because now look at you. You got no chocolate bar, you got no groceries, and everyone's laughing at you. And that's how it should be. An entitled parent like this who thinks that someone else's property is theirs is like if you had a meeting and your boss comes to the meeting, everyone's all dressed up, ready to go, prepared. They prepared their PowerPoints, professionalism at its peak, and then all of a sudden your boss comes out and he's like, hello, what's up, guys? And you think, that's odd. Why is this fully grown man talking like a newborn child? And that's entitled parents for you. Why is this fully grown lady in a supermarket throwing an actual fit over a god dang chocolate bar? Pardon the swearing, Jesus. Alright, that's gonna do it for today's Entitled Parents. Let me know if you like this video. Comment down below. If we get 10 likes, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna commit F on live stream. No, but seriously, guys, don't forget to subscribe. I'm having a ton of fun doing this YouTube thing. We got, as of right now, 13 subscribers. That's probably a world record. It's definitely not, but, I'd like to think it is. Alright, well, that's enough A-gram for today. PP gang, peace out, stay beautiful, and screw you, you stupid motherfucker.